Hello Aries and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos, that you watched them, liked them, and especially if you subscribed. And I'm very happy that you're back for more. If you're new to my channel, I'm very glad you found me. I hope that this reading will help you in some way. Today we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of June in the areas of love and relationship. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. But let's get started. Your spread, in the middle of your spread, you do have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is generally the card that shows somebody who is leaving something behind that is not serving him anymore, and he is trying to find a new happiness in his life. If you look at it, there's all those cups that are empty, and he decides that he wants to leave this behind because he wants the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is this ultimate happiness. So what this really means in relationship, this can mean abandonment. So maybe some of you are feeling abandoned in a relationship. It can mean walking away. Maybe you are thinking of walking away from a relationship. It can mean that either parties are thinking about going away from the relationship. If you're single, this card can indicate that you might be feeling lonely and you have a hard time getting into a relationship. For some of you, this card can indicate that you have some trust issues due to abandonment that are coming from either from your parents or from your previous relationship. No matter what, this card is kind of showing you to going on the path of finding your true happiness. If you look at it, it shows you the moon, which indicates that you're following your instinct, you're following your intuition in terms of finding whatever is making you happy. But let's see what else we have here. Your reading starts with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is such an amazing card when it comes to relationships. The meaning of the King of Cups really symbolizes somebody who's very stable from both from an emotional and from a mind perspective. He's very able to control the situation. If you're looking at it, he's sitting in the middle of the very oceans, but he's very stable because he learned how to balance his mind and his heart. Now this can indicate a very stable relationship where you're getting lots of love, lots of affection. This can indicate a person who's very charming, who's very devoted, very family oriented, and this person is a loyal and faithful person. So this is the typical good husband card. So maybe this can indicate the relationship you've been in, this can indicate the person you've been with, but generally this is an amazing card to have in a relationship. The next card we have here is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about security, stability, enjoying the fruits of your labor. This can indicate a mature, independent woman who is very sophisticated, very elegant, and for her, her independence is very important. She is very picky in terms of who she is getting into a relationship with. For some of you, this can indicate that you're in a relationship that's mature, you're in a relationship where your partner is giving you all the freedom you need to pursue your dreams. And it can mean also a relationship where you're kind of over the early humps and you are enjoying each other's company. Again, but it can be somebody who is very much caring for her independence. The next card in the spread is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is this romantic hero. He's very romantic. He is very dreamy. This is kind of like the Prince Charming energy, and this means romantic proposals, romantic actions, and generally the card that tells you that you should follow your heart. Now this is the energy when somebody comes into your life and you're gonna get swept off of your feet. He's very charming. He's very attractive, and this might also indicate a person. Maybe you're dealing with the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Maybe you have two people in your life, but generally this card indicates a good romantic news. The next card we have here is the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess can mean a couple of things. The High Priestess can indicate desirability, unattainability, and some kind of a mystery. She's very mysterious, but very sensual as well. But it also shows your subconscious, that where you have to kind of follow your heart, follow your feelings. And you have like 3 cards here that shows you that. Again, you have the moon here as well. She is governed by the moon, so you definitely need to pay attention to what your instincts are telling you. For men, this can indicate a woman who is very unattainable and you're trying to get this person. If you're a woman, that means that you are a highly desirable, and maybe you have more people that are fighting for you. You are very irresistible, and this is an indication of good sex as well. So I think I can totally see you being this very desirable woman who has more people trying to get your attention and want to be with you. Now the next card is very interesting because first the Knight of Sword came out, and then when I actually lifted it up, I saw that the Chariot was under it. So the Knight of Sword is again, it can indicate another person as well. So maybe you have 3 people in your life that are fighting for you, and you can see that these knights are totally going against each other. They're fighting. So I think for some of you, it's definitely an indication of that. But generally, the meaning of the Knight of Swords can be some kind of a big change that comes fast, and a change that you've been waiting for. Again, this can be a proposal, a marriage, something that you've been waiting for, and you kind of want to grab it with both hands. But this card can also indicate that maybe the other party is thinking about leaving the relationship. And I kind of feel that a little bit here, because you have this walking away card, and you have here 2 cards that are walking away. Now the Chariot is all about success, overcoming obstacles, and balancing your emotions and heart. So probably that's kind of like a message that comes through the King of Cups, that you need to probably balance your feelings and your mind a little bit better. But the Chariot is definitely about victory, and it can also mean leaving things behind. Like the Chariot can be moving. She is leaving a city behind. So maybe for some of you, this thought process of leaving something behind is very prevalent in the month of June. But let's see how it continues. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's an indication for me that the message resonated with you, and it also helps me to grow the channel so the message gets out to more people. And for you, it is just a push of a button. But I'm very happy as well to read in the comment section which part of the reading is resonating with your life. So the next one is the 8 of Swords. The Eight of Swords is all about feeling trapped when you cannot see the way out of a situation. This can be any situation. It can be a relationship. Maybe you have multiple relationships going on and you just don't know how to get out of it. But again, she is trapped in her own thoughts. So I think it's very important for you to realize that there's a way out of this situation. You just need to take your blindfold off and follow your heart, because there's lots of the cards are telling you to follow your instinct, follow your heart. If you're single, this can be an indication that you might be have very high expectations from a relationship to make you happy, and it's very important that you realize that you should find your own happiness first before expecting others to make you happy. Now the next we have here is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is all about boredom. It's all about apathy, when you are not really seeing the potential that is right in front of you. He's really focusing on those empty cups that are meaning that what went wrong in his life. This can be relationship, but the whole notion of this card is that you're dreaming about something and you're not seeing the potential that is right in front of you, what is offered to you. So what this can mean, that for example you've been maybe sulking about the previous relationships, what went wrong, and that kind of makes you blind to see the potential that's right in front of you, and then that opportunity slips by, and then you're gonna be sad that, oh my god, I should have gone ahead with this opportunity. For some of you it might be that if you're in a relationship, you might be not seeing what the relationship is. You're just dreaming about what it could be, and that's kind of blinds you. And it's important that you take this blindfold off and see what the real potential is, what the real potential of the relationship has, that you are in it. Now, the last card we have here is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is not a great energy, because this is kind of like the feeling lack, feeling left out, being out in the cold energy, when you feel abandoned. So for some of you, I can totally see that the fear of abandonment might be something that plays a big role in your life right now. But again, this can be an indication that you are feeling alone in the relationship, but it can also signify a breakup or a divorce, an end of a relationship. But not always. It can just mean as well that you are alone in this relationship. For some of you, if you're single, this can indicate that you have a hard time to finding somebody, maybe because you are not seeing the opportunities that are ahead of you. But it can also be a sign that maybe you are a single mother and you are a single parent and you are struggling in this situation to be alone and raising your child. But let's see what the bottom of the deck is. The bottom of the deck is the Lover's card, which kind of indicates some of our fears. In this case, the Lover's card, I kind of feel it's more about a decision, because the Lovers can indicate either balance and being in finding your love, but it can also be an indication of a decision. And I kind of feel what I have here in this reading that there's a decision to be made, a decision to walk away of something or a situation or relationship or more relationships, and I think that's probably the theme for some of you for the month of June. So Aries, I hope that this reading helped you, and I hope I'll see you again.